The winters are cold, but I can't complain. My socks have holes, but again, do I complain? I do not. But who could complain? The gifts. All of it. Cold, the holes.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Okay, so I have a question. Spiritually, I mean, or not spiritually, but I don't know, of like an ethical nature.
Please.
Well, let's say I know a person is guilty, has committed a crime, only, you know, I can't prove it. Like he has everyone else fooled, but I know. What am I supposed to
find the proof?
Yeah, okay, but here's the thing. I'm not a detective. Am I supposed to put myself in danger, or do I just, I don't know, just let it go?
A rich man opens the paper one day. He sees the world is full of misery.
Is this a,
It's a parable. A rich man opens the paper one day. He sees the world is full of misery, so he gives the one thing he has left. His life.
And does it work? Does it stop the suffering?
You live in the world, what do you think?
So, he killed himself for nothing?
Did he?
Well, I mean, you're saying... What are you saying?
Only a fool thinks he can solve the world's problems.
Yeah, but you gotta try, don't you?
Welcome.
Check out my melody. Fucking raining. I have this recorded in my pocket. I have my headphones plugged in, so you're gonna hear a little bit of static. I figure I'm going over to the corner store so you can hear what I deal with every time I walk in this fucking joint, because this guy's dick,
as long as, you know, there's not a lot of people.
this guy's dick needs to be put in a cooler, because this shit is on fire, man. He's looking to stick it in anybody. I mean, fuck. The cool thing is I got music playing right now and it doesn't pick up while I'm doing this.
For real?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Which I'll edit that out later because they don't pay me.
Where you been, Tony? Guess a birthday dick.
He's gonna be
How
trying.
many times?
He's gonna be trying to give you some birthday dick. Hey, go, it's your birthday. Suck on my dick.
Oh, I'll give you a hug, Tony.
Sony, hey, where you been?
Hug tonight. I give you 50.
I give you $50 to smell your ass.
I see what you're working with. Thank you.
Fucking fart first. Give you a little bonus. Get some Chinese food in me. I'll be gassy tonight. Give me some dairy, technically. You don't want none of those dairy. He might be like, hey, Donnie. No.
Hello. How are you?
I'm alright. How about you?
Thanks, dude.
Hello.
Long time no see. Hi, Sonia.
Yes, a long time.
I miss you all the time.
Oh, you miss me all the
Oh,
time?
yeah.
There it goes, talking shit. Always. They don't get the balls to say it in English, though.
Yeah, so yay.
Ashka.
What's that?
Long time.
I don't think Ashka means long time.
Ashka, my friend Ashka.
Oh, that's my friend.
Ashka. That's it. Smoky, talkie today. 14, 17.
It's my birthday today.
Today? Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I get this for free, right?
I come. What?
I said, it's my birthday.
I 12 o'clock I come to your house, okay?
Oh, you come to our house?
Happy birthday. Birthday party.
Thank you.
Big party, but.
Yeah, big party today.
Huh?
Yeah, big party today.
Okay. I need a bag too?
Yes, a bag, please.
Ashka, happy birthday, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, he gave me a hat. Yeah, you give me birthday stuff. Does it have?
It's her birthday. That means she don't want it.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I got a headache.
Yeah.
Le front sausage.
Wait, somebody typing?
No, it's not live. It would have to be. I'm not doing it live because that drains my battery. This probably does too. Oh, it's your birthday!
And then he looks at you, and does the most eyebrow thing, you know,
I'm a hack. I can only say one thing.
What are you saying? You know, Smokey, you boogie.
Sucky!
I come tonight.
That guy says he's married. I don't know if I believe it.
5 years. No, fine.
I would have loved to have been there when he met his wife. I wonder what he won her over with. Oh, you suck on my dick.
We have fun. We make kids.
I give you all 2 inches.
Why you Asian? Supposedly, he's like a sausage. Like a hot dog. Oh, I just want to butt hurt. You know, like stop getting. I don't know what that was, what I was doing. I was shuffling. It was like this.
While trying to hold my phone in my pocket and my keys so I don't drop them in the highway like I did last time. There's a cop.
Like, fuck, that was a cop.
Yeah. Oh, I better slow down. He's looking at me.
I know, I just went over on the side. This is like, I didn't do shit.
They do slow down every time they see us.
He's all crazy. Watch it, Kevin.
I hear them. Fucking everybody's listening to auto
Like
tune
they're having sex
garbage.
as they're driving.
Yeah.
Like a real quick power driver, you know.
Big party, big party.
I come. No.
Like, there's no party, motherfucker, not for me.
I took out the trash for you.
Be still, my heart.
On my birthday, so you gotta push your break. You're like, I always do the push your break.
Yeah.
When can I bother it? Don't tell me when when you're giving me a break, because that's like every day, all day. Tell me when I can wake that sloppy bitch up.
Here's a molester van if I ever seen one. Let's see what kind it is. Ram 250. That's a fucking molester van, complete with a DVD box.
They just bought it because you see the outline of what was written on it.
It's got a DVD box where the window in the front is supposed to be. You heard that?
Yeah, it's the garbage. I'm surprised he didn't say, what's your flavor? What's your style? You want Cajun tonight?
Yeah.
Well, I don't even think that's, what they eat. Teriyaki? No, that's Chinese, I think.
He would be curry.
Yeah, curry. Well, no, because that's also an Asian thing, too.
Yeah, but that's Indian too.
What's that green dip?
Guacamole.
No, the other one. then not the green, it's the orange dip. It looked like cheese, and then it molded really fast, and it was never open. Hummus. I want to hummus you tonight. I want to carry you to the bed.
How dare you play Mushroom Head on my channel? The fuck out of here.
They're not that bad.
Ah! I'm edgy!
That's a fucking ACDC, yeah, so.
That's what it sounds
don't
like.
do that. It's more like, Godsmack, fucking, Mudvayne.
Mudvayne too.
And, Murder Dolls.
Hump day!
We know your time is valuable. Thank you for holding. Someone will be with you as soon as possible.
By that time, the prostitute could be dead.
Make sure you get your whole head in front of the shotgun. Thank you for calling. Thank you for calling.
All right. As I wasn't gonna bring this back up again, but I mean, how do you not? They really fucking just broke the mold when they made this show. They said we want to do everything just wrong. Is that possible, please? Can we do that?
Where do I sign up?
I mean, this guy is supposed to be
He wouldn't have got used to it
that quickly. Yeah, they just gave this.
Just smash that person's face.
They just gave this motherfucker a fake hand with this.
Just coming out of anesthesia.
This technology sounds pretty good.
Kind of like
Terminator. Yeah.
The Blade dude.
Yeah.
The silver guy.
They gave him a fake hand that apparently it connects to the muscles and tissues and nerves in his arm, so it's supposed to operate like
a normal
hand. And this motherfucker wakes up 2 seconds ago from anesthetics, and now he's fucking pushing some dude's face into glass with that hand.
Any glass or that guy's face.
Yeah, complete control over movement of the hand, strength.
He didn't accidentally snap the dude's neck when he grabbed the throat. No. I wouldn't think that there would be any malfunctions, during the wake up process.
Not even groggy.
For at least 3 months.
Yeah.
Trying to get used to the mobility.
It's fucking wild. This dude is dead. He's been dead for 7 years.
This guy?
No, the main dude from the show has been dead for 7 years, and then decides that he wants to send a letter to his Batman brother now.
You made a serious mistake.
Because he sounds like Batman. Apparently, that's the move. That's what you do. And this guy has to be roiding up. 100%. 100%. I mean, it's wild. I don't.
It's like he got so offended in the last couple episodes when she was talking about fucking him. And, he started getting all big and tough.
I mean, I should just.
That's who your benefactor is, Mr. Vanderbilt.
Nobody, yeah.
Nobody.
Oh, we didn't see that coming. Oh, now they got the Middle East involved now. As if there wasn't enough going on. First the Illuminati, and now they gotta involve the fucking ISIS motherfuckers in this shit. Because that's what this is gonna be about. Call me whatever you want. I didn't write the fucking show. I'm just telling you what it is.
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous. And, by the way, I know our churches sound ridiculous too,
Yeah.
and they will also be made fun of on a regular basis. So if you're sensitive, you can go fuck yourself.
That's why we're not allowed to be at churches with our families.
Yep.
Only on funerals and weddings.
That's it. And they don't let us in the church at weddings. One of the last weddings that I went to, I broke the fucking cup. We were not bumped in the table. But it was a redneck wedding, so I was alright.
And the table was off even.
Yeah.
Off kilter.
It was all fucked up. I was drunk as shit.
They were too.
Everybody was fucking
they had
hammered.
The edge, and it wasn't even like it was an even table, in the first place because it was one of those metal woven ones with designs. So even if you put like an ashtray down, it would kind of move.
I'm looking up something right now. Just curious. I doubt there's gonna be an answer, but nobody should be able to get that drunk. Can you marry someone on their... This is not what I asked at all. I said, how many people are hospitalized after a wedding? And I get back, as long as you both shall eat, a history of wedding foods and feasts. Can you marry someone on their deathbed? Can you get married in hospice? Can a doctor officiate a wedding? And what does officiate mean in a wedding? If you're asking any of these questions, bro, you might want to rethink your strategy. You know what? Let's play Family Feud here for a moment. Can you marry someone on their deathbed? I would think as long as they can enter into the verbal agreement.
Sound in mind.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Survey said.
There is nothing new about deathbed marriages. Well, many couples decide to wed when time is running out. Even if a couple have been together for 40 years, have a child and their own property and other assets jointed, there are certain rights and protectives which only married couples and civil partners have. Which, by the way, a quick sidebar, a marriage is a marriage, you fucking spoiled cunts. You know what offends me, dude? When I go to my fucking cousin's wedding, bro, and they say... She goes, thanks for coming to my civil union. Like, it's not a civil union, bro. It's a fucking marriage. What are you doing? Are you not putting a ring on this broad's finger over here? Are you not pledging to eat her box and only her box for the rest of your fucking life? It's a fucking marriage, bro. Why do we need another stupid fucking word for it? That's stupid. It is what it is. God damn it. It's not that great anyway. Now they can be as miserable as everybody else. Can you get married in hospice? It's important that the patient, what you just said, is conscious and able to understand what is happening and give their consent to the ceremony. And it can be organized overnight and at weekends if necessary. Weddings, civil partnerships for terminally ill patients. What a fucking dark world we live in. Holy shit. Can a doctor officiate a wedding? I wouldn't think so. Not unless they were licensed to fucking read whatever deal it is that they have. An ordained minister, priest, or rabbi of any regularity, established church, congregation, judges, justices of peace, and county clerks or their appointed deputies may perform wedding ceremonies. Mayors of cities and boroughs are also authorized. God damn it, I couldn't get that word out.
You just wanted to say authorized.
Yeah, to perform marriage ceremonies. Can you imagine? Who the fuck would want them? You know what? Some losers.
Oh yeah, they're crafty people.
Probably would want
The retards.
to fucking marry them. Nerds.
Nerds.
What does officiate mean in a wedding? Person who leads your wedding ceremony. They must be legally recognized to do so by the state in which your wedding takes place. If you're having a religious ceremony...
Mine takes place in my bathroom.
Can a chaplain marry a couple? How quickly can you get married in the UK?
I would think a chaplain can, because it's still part of God. Right?
One can get married in a base chapel just as one can get married in a church off base. Base chaplains offer a complete variety of marriage choices, including religious, almost any denomination, non-religious, casual. What the fuck does that mean? Civilian, formal, and military form. Oh, well, I guess that means casual is just regular, like, alright, you fucks can marry each other.
Yeah, as long as you're not gay.
Yeah, well, no, it says they can.
Well, I thought you were talking about the army.
Well, yeah, you can't ask or tell. So you just have to agree to meet the person that you want to bang for the rest of your life in the same room and slip them the rings like they gave Bin Laden a fucking bullet in his fucking head.
Hoorah.
That's how they do it. What I was trying to find out was how many people that go to weddings in open bars have been hospitalized during or directly after the wedding. That's what I was trying to find out. Because I don't know if you know anything about open bars.
Alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
Or accidents, just with the fucking drinking and slipping and falling. How many times do you see my mom fall at a wedding?
I mean, dude, weddings and funerals, the deal after the funeral, not the reception. What the fuck is it? I don't know what it's called.
After party?
It's not a party. It's a funeral.
Aftermath? Mass? I don't know. I don't really care about funerals that much.
Well, I'm not the only person to look it up. What is the gathering after a funeral called? A reception. I thought that was a wedding.
Yeah, that's also a wedding.
It's the same thing? What kind of gay shit is that? The gathering after a funeral is called a reception.
Except a reception is when they, walk down the aisle, I think.
According to Everplans, receptions are typically held after funerals so loved ones can get together and remember the deceased.
Oh, I thought they were going to say play with the body.
Funeral receptions are often held at the home of a family member or friend, where you've gone to a shitty fucking funeral when they have soggy finger sandwiches after the fucking deal, bro. That's not... How are you gonna disrespect somebody's death like that? That's when you know... That's how you know. That's when I think you're the... if we're gonna be honest with each other, I think that's when some people could be the most sad. Is when a family member... dies that can fucking really cook, and then you're stuck going to the after deal because you have to do the polite thing, and there's shitty food at the end, and the only thing that everybody is talking about is how good of a cook that person was that died.
And it was like when my mom took us to after my grandmother's, and we were like, oh, my mom cooked,
better
really,
food. Yeah.
Because we got the penne vodka, and you got some type of chicken.
Yeah. I don't remember.
But it was like some orange sauce on yours.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like regular,
I think it was supposed to be like penne vodka.
With chicken?
Yeah, penne vodka sauce and chicken, which was bad. They penne vodka is seriously hit or miss. Like, some places really can fuck that up. They think just because they gotten some fucking Thousand Islands orangey looking sauce that it's gonna taste good. Mm-hmm. And most of the time it doesn't. Why is the gathering after a funeral called a wake? It's not called a wake, you fucking retard. A wake is the thing that you go to. That's where the body is placed. Usually. That's what a wake is to me. I forget what else they call it. A viewing. It's definitely not after. Viewing. The funeral is the thing that you do. Look, for all you fucking idiots out in the world, let me break this down to you properly. The funeral is the thing you do after the wake, which is AKA the burial. The funeral is the part where you bury the body.
Time you say goodbye.
Yeah. That's what the wake is for. That's the last time that you're gonna see that person if it's an open casket. Which is creepy that we do that. I get it. I understand why we do it. It doesn't make it any less creepy, though. Term wake was originally used to denote a prayer vigil, often an annual event held on the feast day of the saints to whom a parish church was dedicated. It's used to be the custom in most Celtic countries in Europe for mourners to keep watch or vigil over the dead until they were buried.
To make sure they're not alive.
I guess, and to make sure that nobody steals your body.
Yeah. My grandmother used to, tell me about that. That it means like a lot of different things.
Woof. I didn't even realize that. How soon is a wake after death? In the U.S., the service typically takes place between 3 to 7 days after the death. In the past, the answer to this question of how many days after death is a funeral was largely determined by the combination of factors that the family of the deceased had little or no control over. In other words, it's a nice way of saying you were only out as long as you were fresh, because the second you start to stink, they got to put you away. Now, unfortunately, because of the aid in technology, how long is your fucking wake is determined by how much fucking money you have. That's what decides whether or not you're going to have a fucking proper wake and funeral.
Well, yeah, remember they did my mom in for my grandmother.
Yeah. And they're still calling her.
Everything was supposed to be paid for because she donated
her body to science.
Yeah, because she was a weird anomaly.
An anomalous, really an anomalous.
Is it okay to go to a wake but not a funeral? I mean, honestly, I think sometimes the funeral is the easier part.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to, dude. You don't know what life is about until you fucking walk into a church and see a coffin with somebody you know inside of it. And you have to walk up to the casket while everybody is fucking staring at you. And then you gotta get on your knees in front of the goddamn thing. And you gotta sit there and act like you're talking to the person that's dead in the casket, which I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's kind of weird.
I do it.
Well, yeah, I do too. If it's, somebody...
A lot of the time, I will make this fucked up, but what I would do sometimes is
what?
I would be like, I will fucking be like, isn't it weird that everybody's just kind of looking at us like this? Obviously I'm trying to keep it light in my own head, make it like the person knows what's going on. Really, they don't, but I think maybe they do. Somewhere, maybe they're floating around in the room someplace. I think about this every single time. Every single time. I'm waiting for something. Yeah, I'm waiting for the body to pop up or it to shake in the casket because it's fucking, the muscles aren't completely relaxed yet. I think I would die. I think I would my heart would give out right there. And I'd croak right in the fucking funeral home. The short answer is yes, it's usually fine to attend both the wake and the funeral. Especially if the person who dies was someone that you knew very well. In fact, most people would consider it the respectable thing to do. Now, let me read that question to you again. The question was, is it okay to go to the wake but not the funeral? And Google said, Get it together, bitch. The short answer is it's usually fine to go to both the wake and the funeral. You're not worming your way out of this one. We know what the fuck you're about. Does a body get drained before cremation?
I would think so.
I mean, just because it's hot in there.
Because they take out your insides, and is so it could be easier to be put on fire. I'm pretty sure.
Well, they don't want to clean up. Obviously, they drain you first. They don't want to fucking clean up the crematorium every time they got to put a new body in there. They got to clean out the Kool-Aid.
I don't know if I like that line, but there is a little truth to it.
Who the fuck wants to do that?
Yeah, because or it's like burning ribs, and the juices fucking caramelize or crust on the pan.
In most cases, the body does not have to be embalmed. For instance, if there will be a direct cremation, the body is taken straight to the crematorium and cremated right away. Oh. It is quite common for the body to be cremated before any memorial services. Well, how do you like that? I had no idea. Oh, this is getting... This is getting more interesting.
What?
What is proper funeral etiquette?
Dressing in a cat ears and tails.
Proper funeral etiquette depends on who you talk to.
Oh wait, I was talking about attire.
Yeah, but that's part of it. You can't show up to a funeral in a Hawaiian shirt, or in Jen's case, a cat ears and tails.
You can't really show up anywhere like that.
No, you can't, because then you wind up getting locked up in a mental institution, especially on June 6th, 2006.
I'm shit with fucking dates.
It was 666. I remember that very well. Yeah. If visiting a funeral home, take a moment to stand by the casket, if it is present, to pay your respects. Whether you offer a silent prayer or simply reflect, greet the family either before... Greet the family either before or after you pause at the casket, depending on if the family is occupied when you arrive. Now, obviously, you don't walk straight up to the casket first. You have to see. You wait in line.
You have to see what's the lady that is left alone.
Yeah, you wait in line. That's what you do. At least
on her first. Oh wait, no.
at the funerals I've been to, I wait in line to go see a mafia boss. It's for.
You grab the hand, kiss it.
Yeah, you do that. You do all that shit. And there's usually 3 chairs. There's the
immediate family.
It depends, because like on my cousins, it was his mom.
Yeah, they get the first chairs.
My grandmother.
In the middle.
And then I don't remember who was the 3rd chair.
Your dad.
No.
Oh.
No.
I don't know.
I don't remember. It might have only been 2. But usually that's how it works, is immediate family. Majority of the time it's women. I don't know if it's like this for funerals.
What am I?
For other cultures or families or whatever, but I guess Italian, whatever you want to call it, Irish, it's always it's always women, usually. The men kind of just float around. I mean, you get pulled up
unless
there
you
anyway.
get a sensitive, guy,
Yeah, but even then, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, you just kick him in the shins and man the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd be like, I'm not crying, so you should be crying.
But I mean, dude, you wait in line, you say your fucking condolences, and then after that, you would usually go to the casket, and then while you're there, the trick is how long do you stay at the casket for? Because you don't want to overstay, because if you stay too long, people look at you like you're a fucking weirdo, especially because every new person that comes in is going to go. I mean, it depends. I've seen it happen a bunch of different ways, but usually I don't stay up there long. I will say a couple of sentences in my head, about whatever, or, a couple memories of Flash or whatever, and then get up and get it the fuck away from it as quick as possible. I stall as long as I can, usually, to not
Sometimes
go up
you
to
wait
it.
until,
The very end.
Yeah, everybody starts leaving.
Because it's hard. That's the hardest thing to do, is going up to the fucking casket, man. It's rough. Rough. Real rough.
Oh, yeah.
Can dead bodies feel pain? Are you
I
fucking
don't think so.
kidding me?
What? What's Sally Sue?
That is why the body twitches. Blood pressure does not mean that the brain dead are in pain. While the heart is still beating, the body can continue to react automatically, even though there is no activity in the brain, therefore no sensation. Holy fuck. So that means if you're brain dead, all the shit that you're doing is not even, but you have to be in there somewhere. They say brain dead. How do you really know? How do you really know if you're brain dead for real?
You don't know. That's why.
There you go. Who sits front row at a funeral? I got tickets. At many funerals, relatives of the deceased sit at the right side. Friends, acquaintances, and co-workers and others typically sit on the left. Front row is reserved for close relatives.
Relatives.
No, it's immediate. It's usually husband, wife, whichever. If you live in Utah, maybe it's both, whatever you do. Sibling and grandparent. Usually that's the order. Everybody else sits in the back. Usually it is family tends to sit on the right. Co-workers and friends sit on the left, but it doesn't have to be exclusively to either side, because people do fucking mingle and sit and have a conversation and all that bullshit, because everybody's trying to avoid the fact that there's a fucking dead body sitting a couple of feet in front of them.
Maybe.
And then we all gotta sit around and I mean, I can't help it. I don't know, I hate it. I hate it.
You know you love it.
It sucks. What do you do at a viewing? You look at a fucking dead body, that's what you do. Or sometimes they'll have pictures.
Or one of your relatives might have a joint for you.
Well, that's how you know you're an all-star, dude. That's how you know you're a fucking all-star. This is why it's good to smoke cigarettes or weed, because you need that intermission in between. I mean, it's the right thing to do. Funeral homes should be exempt. You should be exempt from being arrested outside a funeral home if a family member is in there. It should literally be written into law that you should be allowed to smoke a joint outside the funeral home if somebody you're related to is in there. 100%. That should not, if a cop drives by, they should be able to stop and take a hit off the joint, and that's it. After that, they should leave you the fuck alone. What do you do at a viewing? Is an unstructured gathering of friends and family where visitors can pay their respects to either the deceased after having been prepared by a mortician or cremation, earn a series of memorial photos. Viewing compared to a funeral is generally a more informal event. What do you do at a Catholic funeral? Well, maybe that's my perspective.
You don't fuck a kid.
Yeah. Even though the priest will want to, you can't let him. It's not normal. It's not normal no matter what he says. Don't listen to that fucking guy.
He just wants your butthole.
Oh, here you go. Yeah, this is the standard procedure of every one that I've been to. Introductory rite or greeting by a priest. Procession of priests, coffin, congregation up at the aisle. Holy water is sprinkled during the procession. opening song and prayers, read from the Bible, Holy Communion, more prayers. I like how they put that in. It says more items. And then that's it. And then you carry the body. You carry the body down if you're a pallbearer. Where if you're me, you get yelled at because people think you're gonna fucking trip and fall and drop the goddamn casket.
And it makes you want to drop it.
Yeah, or, you know, I mean, come on, dude. You have one tiny little, not even a trip. It was a quarter of a trip because I caught myself. And I said, don't drop the casket. I'm going to drop you in a second, bitch. Shut the fuck up. That's what I need this pressure. Whose fucking bright idea was it to stick the kid that already has trouble fucking walking with like a 200-pound casket with 5 other jerk-offs and all 6 of us put together can't barely hold the fucking thing up? Whose brilliant fucking idea was that? Assholes.
It's like aunts or uncles.
Whoever. Fucking idiots, dude. I gotta piss. I gotta pause this. That fucking sucks. I just lost like a half hour of shit that I could have used because I pressed the wrong button, and when it's recording and the screen clears, it doesn't save.
If you feel you have reached this recording in error, please check the number and try your call again.
I don't know what that was about, but alright.
Weekend.
Now I don't even want to fucking... Whatever. I made my point. It was well illustrated and all that bullshit. Jen is sitting over here so she can remake her point again.
What?
Which is that she is trying to tell me that I need to do a Bob Ross painting.
I follow.
Which is ridiculous. You couldn't probably do a Bob Ross follow along, and you paint.
Yeah, well, I would do it too.
I can't even draw really anything. Never mind paint.
Except I would need to get another fan brush.
So we got time.
Yeah.
I don't know what the point is. Why do I need to? Why?
Or you could do the little Asian lady. You know, she does little things on it, little brush strokes. Brush strokes.
I've been stalking.
Goddamn dog, Samora.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
It's her barking in her sleep. I think that's Kudira's kids.
Oh, okay, I was about to say, I don't recognize it.
Take out the window, see if there's any dogs out there. Oh.
Yeah, no, I think it's her kid. I was saying that the world...
You're doing a Bob Ross painting.
The world needs butchers.
And Bob Ross painters.
And Bob Ross painters, apparently. This is all true.
Drop a gem on him. Drop a gem on him, son.
But I wanna get you to try being creative on canvas. Just to take your time and sit down and have nothing in mind when you start. Just have a good feeling and be happy and in love with life and your world and sit down and begin playing. And if you feel good about yourself and the world, it'll show in your painting and all these little things will happen. That's the name of the game. It's enjoying. Really ought to enjoy what you do in life. If you do, then you'll do a good job. And I certainly enjoy what I'm doing. I spend half my life doing somebody else's thing. Painting should make you happy. It does nothing else. It should make you happy. And if it doesn't make you happy, you're doing the wrong thing because it's fun. And if you can do things all of your life that make you happy, needless to say, you're going to be a happy person. And you know, when you buy your first tube of paint, you get an artist license. And that license says you can do anything that makes you happy.
It'll all be the same color. I have a limited color palette.
Yeah, she needs to get more colors. Which, speaking of fucking colors, this broad that wanted Jen to do a fucking painting.
Well, not painting, a sketch.
Oh yeah, a sketch.
Is that food? No.
No.
My tummy's rolling.
There's pancakes up on the board.
Oh, you meant pancakes?
Mm-hmm.
My stomach's up on rolling. And ones. French toast.
Well, we don't have bread. I mean,
you like pancakes, I like French toast.
Well, these pancakes suck. They were not good because I couldn't thicken the batter up enough. Because I thought we bought pancake mix.
Yeah, we did.
Well, I think your mom took it because we definitely don't have it. I checked every cabinet.
I also got the powder mix all the way up on top.
What? No, you don't. If you, I swear to God. I'm gonna. It's not in here. I'm telling you, she's making up shit.
All the way up on top, right by the marshmallows. I was about to say mushrooms.
Okay, there's nothing up there.
Yeah, there is.
Except for croutons.
Yeah, no, right next to the croutons.
And mushrooms. That's it. Not mushrooms. Fucking. Now you got me doing it. Marshmallows.
I got mushrooms up there too, but not up on that shelf.
And there's old ass pasta. That doesn't, motherfucker, that doesn't count. That's in a bag.
There you go.
I don't make pancakes out of a bag. I make them in Jemima shit. That's like 20 years old.
No, we got that like 2 months ago, I think.
I'll guarantee you this is at least 2 years old. Hey. Okay, almost a year. August 2nd, 2019.
It doesn't mean that it was in our cabinet for a year.
Yeah, this is from a food pantry.
Oh.
And I'm not making pancakes out of a bag. Fuck that. Really shouldn't make a difference, but it does. Especially because the shit is coming out of here. Okay, July 11, 2020. You will need 2 cups of mix, 1 1/4 cup water. For richer pancakes, substitute milk for water. Buttermilk pancakes. Yes, you can't have buttermilk pancakes and make them with fucking water. That's stupid. It's called buttermilk.
You used to like it how I did it. It was like milk and a little bit of water and like a cube of butter in it.
And then what's this one? This one is banana paleo. Grain-free, gluten-free, no sugar added, which means it's gonna taste like shit. Yeah. Birch Bender's Micro Pancakery. That's not real. Just add water, pancake and waffle mix. Caveman approved. Fuck you. It's because cavemen didn't know how to eat good.
What's that supposed to mean? Did you hear that? That is really condescending.
I'll try to make that after.
It's got a gorilla on here with bloodshot eyes. That's racist. Good source of fiber, dairy free.
It's a silverback gorilla.
Denver, Colorado. 4-inch pancakes. This entire bag makes 4 to 6 4-inch pancakes.
That's like, wait, how many it makes?
4 to 6 of them.
That's
that, yeah.
That's the size.
Well, it's saying that, it contains eggs and tree nuts. The fuck does that mean? Holy bananas, you're going to love these.
That's what it says?
Yeah. With the recipe, we keep it as simple as delicious. Bananas, almonds, coconuts, and other paleo-friendly ingredients. Health, harmony, and happiness align in what just might be our yummiest recipe yet. Dig in. I'll bet you $100 this is gonna taste like garbage. There's no way. There's no bananas in here. Not that I would want any in here, but I'm just saying. How you gonna call it bananas. Banana paleos and there's no bananas in here?
Because it pales to
bananas in comparison. The second thinking. Right? I know.
What is the cup?
Cup is right there. I was better off making pork roll and egg sandwiches, but I ran out of bagels. I haven't been putting cheese on it, just because why add the extra nonsense to it? Wow. Yeah, this is terrible. I'd rather just walk to the store and buy a fucking loaf of bread and just eat peanut butter and grilled cheese sandwiches for a couple of days.
Shut up, bitch.
Shut up, bitch.
Oh.
The point that I was saying before is I'll go back over it.
1/4 motherfucking milk.
People, the world needs butchers. Everybody. That's what is important.
I'm gonna put cheese in it too.
Why would you put cheese in pancakes?
I don't know. I just wanted to do it.
That's fucking gross. Nobody does ever. Nobody's ever said and or done that ever.
Put mozzarella.
Cheese in a pancake? No, stop it.
Mozzarella.
Why?
I'm a fucking Italian. I'm gonna put some prosciutto in there.
Gabagools.
I'm a slice of gabagool.
You got the gabagool. Let me put your gabagools in my gabagool mouth. What the fuck the matter with you?
And you want the cheese into your pancakes, so forget about it.
My pancakes?
Yeah. Gross.
Stop making videos and making us look like retarded. Stop.
Gross. We
Yeah.
don't have 1/4. So we got 1/3. So.
What? No, the fucking over there. Check that one. That might be over there. Might be a 1/4. See that? Look at that. I did it.
Ow, gabagool.
Wild. The world needs butchers, people. That's what's important.
Butchers.
On career day, nobody ever told me, you know, you could be a butcher if you want to.
You could eat pussy for a living, too.
I could, but then
Be a male jigaboo.
Then it would be fucking, I don't know, that would be a rough life to live.
These are fucking gonna be flapjacks.
Flapjacks.
Yeah, the really thick ass ones. The puffy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I've been making pancakes wrong my whole life.
Look. You take a fucking...
Yeah, you could scoop that out with an ice cream scooper.
Yeah, you can.
I just said that.
Oh.
Nobody told me that I could have been a butcher when I was a kid. And
Or a porn star.
I think about it now because I'm watching.
Porn star ass.
Yeah, but that's about it. I wouldn't be a good porn star because I don't like to choke people out with my dick.
I'm not to say you'd be probably choking on the bitches, just like, slowly work it down.
I don't want to do that to people. I would be too nice to be a fucking porn star. Plus,
I got it in your eye. Oh, you said you wanted a Italian spit eye? Alright.
Watching this show that has a butcher in it, which is where this fucking idea comes from. And if you wanted to know, which I'm sure everybody out in internet land is dying to find out, there's actually like a top 20 list of where you can make the most money as a butcher, and New Jersey is in slot number 11. We don't even crack the top 10, which apparently, yeah, apparently, I mean, depending on how much money you make, I guess is relative to how close you are to killing the animal. Places like Ohio, Wyoming, places like that, where I assume that they kill the animal
by bashing its head in.
and then chop it up, send it to the butcher, whatever it is that they do.
First, then they do that.
You know, whatever they do, those people get more money because I think the kill is fresher. So that's basically what it is. If it has to be mailed to you, then you get less money because you're further away from, or it could be that you're further away from real meat products. That could be what it is too. Maybe you're just packaging it at this point because it gets cut up in Wyoming and then sent out to New Jersey already bagged up, and then they just throw it, a little plastic over it, put it on a fucking shelf in a ShopRite, and there it is. Could be possible. I mean, I've seen some shit. I've seen some shit in my day. So I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I can't back that up. It would make sense if it were. But I can't be sure. Not everybody could be a fucking software engineer.
That isn't very nice.
Or a producer, a movie star, a singer, a goddamn...
A novelist,
yeah, a novelist.
A fashion designer.
A fashion designer, yeah. Whatever. We need logical careers. You know, nobody talked about being like, that's something I probably could have did. Instead, no. They don't tell us anything. They set you up to do construction work. Basically. If you're not smart and you can't do shit with computers, you're basically destined to try to get a job in construction where the field is completely overrun with gorillas and savages that have been doing this shit for like 30 years and they're not going anywhere. And then every 6 months you get laid off or whatever the fuck it is, and you gotta go try to find a new job. And you're breaking your whole fucking body in the process. I'm just saying, nobody talks about this real shit. They all set you up for hopes and dreams. What do you want to be when you grow up? It doesn't matter because I'm not going to be that. I wanted to be 100 fucking things. I wanted to play football. I wanted to be a boxer.
I wanted to be a normal boy. I mean, a real girl.
Yeah, I did want to be a normal boy, but, you know, what can you do? You can't get everything that you want. I could have fucking did something. Who knows what I would have been. I could have been making money. Average salary is $9.25 to $20.50 an hour for a fucking butcher. Meanwhile, my dumbass was shuffling boxes in and out of trucks for fucking KB Toys, or trying to be a fucking retail worker at the goddamn Gap because I needed to make some money. I knew the place wasn't for me. I didn't belong in there. What was I gonna do? What the fuck was I gonna do? Nothing. Fail, ultimately. And then my body is shot anyway. My hands really don't work that well anymore.
Only for, other things.
Yeah, most of the time. And well, at least she's not complaining too much. Silence.
No, I was thinking that only if my back could talk.
She said I do complain. I just don't say it out loud. I just think it in my head. Like, what the fuck is this guy doing? You had to spot 20 times, you keep fucking moving.
I'm sorry. I'm a wiggle.
Yeah, you are a wiggler. For sure.
For sure.
She's a fucking...
Masochist wiggler.
She's a fucking... Oh, God damn it. She's a wormy one. She moves around a lot. It's real hard to stay in one spot.
She always moves.
She's... I can't think of the word that I'm looking for. You know, it's slippery when wet. That's not what it is either. But you get the point. Career day, motherfuckers. That's what this is. This is the third installment to something I was working on before, because I only had, I think, 39 minutes. I needed to add 20 more minutes to it. I have no idea. I'm probably just gonna throw this in at the end and not really do anything with it. I'm not sure yet. I don't know. But the point is, have dreams. I'm not saying don't have dreams. I'm not saying don't have ambitions. Don't just give up on everything and go work at I almost said Bradley's.
Bradley's has so much cool stuff.
The stores have been around for years. Or Woolworths. Or Caldors.
Caldor is closing its doors for good.
The discount retailer is announcing that it is going out of business. The decision to liquidate comes after the company has been struggling with bankruptcy since 1995.
Well, Heidi, bad news. All of the stores in 9 states across the country will close, including right here in New York and New Jersey.
Cowboys.
Don't just hand it all in and grow a man bun and work at Starbucks. Hold up, where the fuck did you find the spatula?
What?
Where did you find that spatula?
In the left drawer.
What the fuck? I went looking for that. I checked everywhere this morning.
You're gonna check the left drawer.
Yeah, apparently not. Where, by which side?
Left drawer!
Yeah, which drawer?
Oven!
By the oven. Yeah, alright, I didn't check over there. That's the only one I didn't check. Because I checked every other one, and I figured, well, it's not in any of these. It's probably not in that one either. And I used a spoon instead. Stupid.
You're stupid.
I mean, that's what I said.
No, because, anytime I have them out in a mug or something like that, it doesn't get used or,
I just wanted to know where it was. I'm not saying you can't keep it in the spot. It'd be better off anyway, so it's not, collecting dust and shit sitting out. Or that I don't knock it over and contaminate it with whatever I'm trying to make because the counter space is so goddamn small everywhere.
It's not my fault. I didn't build this.
Yeah, no, you just throw your shit all over the goddamn counters. Don't give me any room to work my fucking magic, goddammit.
Well, maybe if you help me, once in a while.
Help you with what?
Clean
Where would you like me to put it? I mean, there's a garbage can right in there. We could just throw it all away. Be great. Let's take a look at this. What the fuck? These are like...
Those ones are...
Oh, that's why you're using oil.
Yeah. I only used a little bit. I'm testing this.
Yeah. I don't know. I do butter now.
I know because I use butter.
Not that that's much healthier. I mean, sure it has to be.
This is canola oil. It kisses your insides and leaves no residue.
I'll open the window because for some reason oil gives me a fucking headache. I don't know why. You smell that?
No.
Spring is in the air.
Spring?
Spring. Soon. Someday. Over my gabagool. Come on, summer, dude. Fuck this winter bullshit. Dude, my fucking knee is killing me. This is no good. I popped it at a place at some point yesterday, the day before, and it is murdering me, bro. I mean, nothing works. The muscle relaxers don't do shit. The painkillers aren't helping. It's just gonna hurt until it snaps back in place. Nothing I can do about it. Fuck, god damn it, that hurts to get up and down. I tried stretching it out. No different. No different at all. Look, keep in mind, it's very simple. I ramble on about a lot of bullshit, nonsense, and you could say, I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. But I do know this. What?
Don't half of us people don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah. I do know this. The world needs butchers, goddammit. You know why? Because I'm tired of going to the fucking store and getting these shitty cuts of meat that are full of fat, garbage, horrible. Then when you fillet your chicken and you go to make your goddamn cutlets, you got 3 pounds of fat and cartilage, and you left with like 6 cutlets out of, 4 pounds of goddamn chicken that you can actually eat if you don't want to wind up eating something that tastes like you're chewing on a spider bane. It's ridiculous. We need these things. We need more butcher shops too, god damn it. What the fuck? There's nothing around here. I can't find a decent place to get a cold cuts for a sandwich anywhere around here. And yes, hashtag feminism, I make my own goddamn sandwich. So, you know, for you guys, before you guys get on illegal immigrants for coming over here, you better start drawing up picket signs to get your fucking sandwich making jobs back. I'm taking over. That's funny. That would be a funny premise. There's a joke in there somewhere that I'm not clever enough to figure it out. You know, but it's there. You can find it. Feel free to use it so you could be protested against and maybe, you know, get some kind of fame out of the deal so you can make some money. But if you can't, for the love of God, open a butcher shop somewhere around here. I'm tired of all this nonsense, dude. I mean, sandwiches are important. I don't want to have to go to the shitty pizzeria down the street from my fucking house who has garbage cold cuts to begin with, and then they have the balls to bitch at me about how an Italian sub is not an Italian because it doesn't have oil and vinegar on it. First of all, fuckface, you take the capricola off of it because you're trying to cheap your way out. You can't substitute capricola with salami, dickhead. It's supposed to be provolone, ham, salami, capricola. That's what the fuck it is. A little bit of lettuce. You put your own mayo on it so the sandwich does not go soggy. That's what it's supposed to be. So don't tell me about what is or what isn't an Italian sub.
And, you know, you're going to eat it in one sitting.
Yeah. If you can eat it all in one sitting, I mean, some of you might be able to. I don't know how you can. I can only do a half at a time, which, you know, I should have.
Me tear those shits up.
I should have got I should have went and got a shitty goddamn sub today. That's what I should have did.
Still.
Yeah. I might. You know what? I might actually do that. And just, while I'm eating it, I'm going to sit and think about how horrible it is. But this is the only option that I fucking have. It's the only option. Terrible. It's terrible what we do to ourselves. Where our kitchen is now turned into a makeshift IHOP in here with pancakes in a bag. Horrible. This is no good. We need some honey maple ham in this bitch. Where can we find it? I don't know. I don't know where it is. I don't know who has it. We need to find it though because I like it.